Hey guys, Joe Anthony here on Saturday. It is Saturday, broadcasting to all parts of this earth. If you are seeing this, it is live. It is also streaming on YouTube. If you have a YouTube channel, you can get on YouTube and you can subscribe also to my YouTube channel and also on Facebook right now. So we're broadcasting to two platforms, YouTube and Facebook. So just reaching out to everybody. Wanted to just share some positive, really positive information right now that might get you just to see what your goals are. So the topic is to double your net worth, you need to double your self-worth. To double your net worth, you need to double your self-worth. And what that is, guys, is you'll never exceed the height of your self-image. You know what that means? Think about that. You will never exceed the height of your self-image. So you want to know your self-worth. You never want to settle for less than you deserve, right? And that's where you get the mindset of, if you want to double your net worth, you want to double your self-worth, right? Because you'll never exceed the height of your self-image. And that is the key. Your network is your net worth, right? Your network is your net worth. If you think of that, think of how that sounds, right? So master the adage that you want to double your self-worth. And there's so many different personal development courses out there from, everybody says Tony Robbins, there's Ed Milet. I know he's got some great content. People like Joe Dispenza, Ed, Tom Bilyeu has some really good content that he puts out on his YouTube channel. So, if you just search for how to improve in your self-worth, because if you don't believe in yourself, if you don't have the courage to do the impossible and to keep motivating yourself to forge on and continue day after day after day, despite all the setbacks, despite all the ways that you can be distracted negatively. To double your net worth, you need to double your self-worth. It's like taking massive action on what you deserve, to be determined to go forward. And many opportunities will come and go. Many opportunities will go. Most of them will go. And many people fear jumping in. They fear just diving in. They don't know. And one of the things I can tell you is, having worked for Tony Robbins as a senior tech advisor for one of his companies called Business Breakthroughs International, him and his partner Chet Holmes, one of the things they did is they put together a business breakthrough for business entrepreneurs. And in fact, Chet wrote a book called The Ultimate Sales Machine, where you can learn how to turbocharge your business, or turbocharge you. Because really, when you say turbocharging your business, you're really saying that you're the one who's going to be turbocharged. Or do you need to surround yourself with a bunch of already turbocharged seven-figure income earners who can rub off their techniques, sort of use them as mentors, but you can also get your own mentor, because mentorship is really working with a coach that has already either learned the behaviors, developed themselves personally, doubled their net worth by doubling their self-worth, and knowing how to give you the training and following in the same footsteps so that you can double your self-worth. Because once you double your self-worth, your net worth will automatically double. Does that make sense? Once you learn that your self-image, what you see yourself as, if you see yourself as a broke person, then that's what your self-worth is. You don't value yourself any more than always being broke, always trying to pay bills. Now, granted, we all have those times. If I'm paying out um, a lot in bills and expenses because I have a lot, then I might be living, on a $5,000 a month or $10,000 a month or $15,000 a month or $20,000 a month, whatever I have going out. If I'm only taking in 10,000 and I have 9,900 going out, then I'm only going to be left with like $100 at the end of the month. Does that make sense? So what you want to do is look at what you have going out and what you have coming in. You want to double your net worth. Then what you have to do is take massive action on your self-worth and double your self-worth to the point where now you have 20,000 coming in, even though you have 10,000 going out. You've always got that cushion, that buffer, so that you're not like right maxed out or overdrawn. You know what I'm saying? So if that makes sense to you guys, then what I recommend that you try to wrap your mind around is that you need to invest in yourself daily, not just once a week or on Sundays. And the idea that Saturday, I know for some, is like a holy day or a Sabbath day. Hey, look, I probably read the Bible more than most people. I've read the Bible from cover to cover, Genesis to Revelation, probably 50 times, if not more. Okay? I'm 65 and I know my Bible. And one of the things I will tell you is that if you don't do anything on the Sabbath because it's the Sabbath, then are you believing in Jesus? Are you a footstep follower of Jesus? Because Jesus worked on the Sabbath. Yeah, look it up. Do the research. I'm not going to give you, chapter and verse right here, but I can guarantee that Jesus worked on the Sabbath. So if Jesus worked on the Sabbath, then what is wrong with working on the Sabbath? And I will, for another time, but I will debate anybody that says, oh, it's the Sabbath, I can't do anything. You know what? Read your Bible and study and learn. There is a truth and there is a factual basis why you can work on the Sabbath. Now, you might want to have a day of rest. God rested on the seventh day. He created days 1 through 6, and he rested on the seventh day. So, in different cultures, different days might be their rest day of rest. Doesn't mean that you rest from any activity, because if you were driving by and you saw somebody on the side of the road that needed help, it's a Sabbath and you're not going to help them. I get it. Yeah. So you're not using love if that's the case, because Jesus used love, right? So for those people that say, oh, today's Saturday, it's my Sabbath day, you know what? I disagree. I'm sorry. And I challenge that you can do work on the Sabbath because Jesus did work on the Sabbath. And if you're going to be a footstep follower, then if it's okay for Jesus, he set the model, right? You believe he was perfect, then it's okay to do work on the Sabbath. And I will tell you right now, what better work is there to do than healing people, teaching people how to self-heal, teaching people how they can live another day, another month, another year, another 10 years through self-healing, through using what our bodies already produce, but just enhancing it through self-healing, through technology that has been invented, amazing technology that has been invented. And if you really were looking for something as an additional side hustle, this I would definitely say, if you want health and wealth, you want to take a look at this. You want to take a look at this, because if you really truly believe that you would love to have more time freedom and your goal is to help other people and you're passionate about helping other people, I encourage you, I welcome you to look at Forever Young, x39.com. We have a movement going in over 100 countries around the world. We have a movement going in over 100 countries around the world where we are taking everybody and helping them live younger longer. Okay, what do I want to be when I grow up? I want to be younger. What do I want to be when I get older? I want to be younger. That's a great catch line. What do you want to be when you get older? You want to be younger, right? It's a great catch line. Um, let's see here. Okay, guys, I am just checking any messages here. Cool. Alrighty. Cool, cool, cool. And let's see. All right. Nice. Very good. Exciting. Yeah. I'm just looking at a couple of posts on Facebook. So what I will leave you with, guys, is this thought. If you want to have a brand new day, if you want to turn it into a brand new day, you want the opportunity when it's brand new. This is new technology. I mean, this is technology that back in 2004, the military got. If you've ever seen the Bourne series, the Bourne Legacy, or any of the Bourne movies with Matt Damon, Jeremy Renner, I think, was in the last one, the more recent one. Or actually, he was in the one before. Then there was the last one was with Matt Damon. But if you want to get into the Bourne, it was kind of on that idea that back in 2004, there was this new technology that was used for like a black ops group that was being given this new type of light wave or phototherapy technology that would activate certain genes in their body to make them immune, give them more power, more energy, more knowledge, more they could process. They were just like these super ultra, like the ultimate weapon, if you want to think of it that way. That like in Bourne, in 2004, the Navy SEALs were given this activation therapy that was activating parts of their genomes that they were turning into these amazing, and in the process over the years, more science and research was done to make this amazing technology, breakthrough technology, for stem cell activation, meaning that as we grow older, in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, after each decade goes by, you're producing less stem cells. Your body is actually using or regenerating fewer and fewer stem cells to the point where, you're in your late 60s, late 70s, you're not making any, pretty much. What if there was the technology that was developed, that could activate, because of that gene shuts off, now it could activate that gene so that it continues to produce stem cells even past your 70s, 80s, 90s? What if you could do that and then regenerate so that you reverse the aging process? You start regenerating dead cells, or you have new cells where organs aren't working as great as they were, and skin starts to deteriorate, hair starts to fall out, turn gray, etc., turn white, whatever. I mean, that's what happens when you're not producing new stem cells. So here is something that is phenomenal. It's just totally phenomenal, that can continuously activate your stem cells, and your genes are now programmed to now fire and produce new stem cells, where before they were shutting down. And this is breakthrough technology, guys. This is the future now. And so if you were looking for a side hustle that's super beneficial for humans and even animals, believe it or not, for your pets, then you want to go to foreveryoungx39.com, foreveryoungx39.com. And the reason why I'm saying that is because so many people are focused on their their business, and if they're not successful in their business, I mean, there's so many people that are 97%, from what I understand, are not getting the results that they expected to get for one reason or another. And having been part of so many side hustle type businesses, because you're working 1, 2 jobs, and you add a side hustle that you can do maybe 1 hour a day, 2 hours a day. But eventually, if you can leverage the internet and you can use automation and you follow, I teach a course where I can show you exactly how I do it and using the tools that actually work and getting results. I mean, there are people that are generating anywhere from 10,000 to 20,000 in 30 days, and they are duplicating their efforts where it's just a rinse and repeat, copy and paste. Basically, if you can copy what somebody else shows you and just duplicate what they're doing, you will get their results. So, like when I worked with Tony Robbins, one of the things he would say is find somebody who's getting the results that you want and just model them. Do what they do, maybe do it better. This is what we have here. If I told you that there are ways that I could show you with 1 to 2 to 3 hours a day where you could be generating in a very short time, very, very short period of time, 5 figures a month, and then possibly within your first 12 months, 6 figures a month. What would you say to that? If it was a side hustle where you could earn passive residual income, meaning that you do the work. I'm looking for people that are hungry but humble, coachable, teachable, because what you learn, you have to be open to learn something new. Yeah, it may be something that is easy for you. However, if you're one of those persons, where you fight and you resist anything that's new. Oh, I don't want to do something new. I'm used to doing it the same old way. Then guess what? You're going to keep getting the same old results. That's what happens. You want to double your net worth, you got to double your self-worth. And if you don't understand what that means that you have to be willing to do whatever it takes. You have to be willing to do what most people won't do so that you can have what most people won't have. You got to be willing to do what most people won't do so that you can have what most people won't have. Time freedom and the wealth to go with it and the health to go with it. So this is Joe Anthony. Hey guys, thanks for listening. I put the link there, so visit that link. I'm going to put this into a watch party so that you can share it with others and enjoy the rest of your Saturday. It's almost 6:30 on the East Coast, and I will look for you guys on the inside, and I might even see you tomorrow. So, peace out.